Give each one of the players courage to play the game in a manner in which our words and our actions are pleasing unto you. Let us also enter into this competition with the spirit of sportsmanship and with respect from members of both of the opposing teams. Let your hand of protection be upon all who participate in this game, and we appreciate your kindness and your grace. In the name of Jesus we pray, amen.
Thank you. Fantastic. And now, remain standing and face adamantly over your American flag is located.
As long as I have you open.
Please join me. Please stop to sing our national anthem. Jackson Mesa.
It's a brand new season, a brand new home for the Wichita Force from the Kansas Star Arena. Tonight, the Wichita Force taking on the Longhorns from Arlington, Texas, in arena football action. Hello, everybody. I'm Leon Weeble. I'll be with you on the broadcast tonight. As the Force playing their first game at the Kansas Star Arena, connected, of course, to the Kansas Star Casino Complex Hotel, located in Mulvane, just about 18 miles south of Wichita, right on the Kansas Turnpike. The Force coming into this game not only looking for their first victory, but looking for some offense in their first two games on the road. They lost at Salina against the Liberty, 52-27. Also lost at Sioux City 38-6. As a result of those two games, Wichita head coach Ine Apkin already making a change of his coaching staff on this young season. He's made Kenneth Walters now the team's new offensive coordinator. Ine Apkin in his first season as the head coach of the Wichita Force. He's a Wichita native, graduate of Wichita South, currently the head coach at Wichita East High School. Played college football at Coffeyville Community College before going on to Fort Hays State and finishing his college career as a defensive back for the McPherson College Bulldogs. Meanwhile, the Arlington Longhorns from Arlington, Texas. They are an independent team this year. Again, the Wichita Force, a member of the Champions Indoor League. Which the Arlington Longhorns still playing a lot of the same schedule, same teams as Wichita. In fact, they have a common opponent, and that would be the Salina Liberty. Liberty off to a terrific start this season. Liberty defeated Arlington 62-17 in their last game out. So Arlington also looking for some offense and looking for a win tonight as we have the opening coin toss here at the Kansas Star Arena, where it will be the Wichita Force against the Arlington Longhorns. We're back with the start of tonight's game right after this.
right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And we're getting ready for some football as the Wichita Force again making their home debut. First game here at the Kansas Star Arena. It'll be the Wichita Force against the Arlington Longhorns. Wichita Force have been around since 2014 when they started as an expansion franchise, replacing the old Wichita Wild. Wild had played at Hartman Arena on the north side of Wichita at Park City. The last few years, the Wichita Force have been playing downtown at Intrust Bank Arena, the new arena. They were going to play at Hartman last year. Of course, that season all got wiped out with the COVID pandemic. But here we are in 2021, the Force on the south side of Wichita, again at the Kansas Star Arena. As the Wichita Force, again, their head coach, Ine Apkin, a local guy from Wichita East. He's the Wichita East head football coach, and he's really got the Blue Aces program going. See if he can get the Force going. They need to get some offense, and that's been an issue once again. Only scoring 27 points in the loss against Salina, losing 52-27, and then losing 38-6 against Sioux City. As we're about ready to kick off, and Arlington will be kicking off to Wichita, so the Force will be receiving. Once again, if you're not familiar with indoor football, arena football, 50-yard field. Kickoff is from anywhere along the goal line. And if that kick goes all the way through the end zone and out of bounds on the other end, it comes out to the 25-yard line for the receiving team. And that is at midfield, of course. So they always try to get a run back here. Here's the kick. And it will be fielded just shy of the goal line for Wichita and across the 20-yard line and knocked into that inflatable wall they just put up here a few moments ago, it seems like, a couple hours ago, and as everybody bouncing around and trying to get some help as we are underway with football at the Kansas Star Arena. Wichita Force. That was Jack Tomlinson, by the way, on the return. He's been bothered by a hamstring injury. 5'9", 180-pound return man, wide receiver from Ball State. Quarterback is Corey Murphy for the Wichita Force, 6'1", 212-pounder, out of Delaware State. He's a native of Santa Clara, and I think we got a penalty here, and it's going to be called. Take this back a little bit. In the Force in the black uniforms, trimmed in yellow, look kind of like Wichita State in the old days of football there. Of course, out of the shotgun, Corey Murphy. Murphy is going to take the snap, pitches out to the right side, and that's going to Tavarius Batiste, and he takes it on that right side sweep a little bit. That's good enough for a first down for Wichita, as that will be at the 19-yard line. In the Force trying to get some offense going, as it's been a difficult road in their first two losses. Getting back home for the first time this season, and the first time making Kansas Star Arena their new home. Corey Murphy out of the shotgun. He's going to throw the ball over the middle. He's got his man, and that is Javante Seard, and into the... Nope, they say he went out. No, it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Wichita. Just like that, the Force on the board. How about that? And that actually was Jordan Payne with the catch and the run. Jordan Payne, 6'2", 230-pound wide receiver from Alcorn State. So we look at it again. Murphy just threw it over the middle, and then Payne doing the rest. Going that right side, got a nice little block there. And into the end zone for the touchdown. Did not go out of bounds before he crossed the goal line, so it's 6-0. And the Force are going to go for two instead of try the extra point. Different quarterback in there. And here's the throw over the middle, and it is complete. Actually, it's Corey Murphy, the quarterback, and he finds his receiver. Easy. That was Rodney Millette. Rodney Millette, local college player out of Bethany College. Bethany Swedes up in Lindsborg, 6'2", 197. He was wide open for that two-point conversion. And just like that, the Wichita Force on top of Arlington, 8-0. So the Force making some shakeups, changes in the offensive department this week, again with a new offensive coordinator, Kenneth Walters. under head coach Ine Apkin, and they wanted to get some offense going, and they got it. Corey Murphy, by the way, the quarterback for Wichita, came into this game 19 of 49 for 166 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. One of the problems, though, was so much pressure on him. He was sacked. He has been sacked 7 times this season. Tonight, though, untouched, and he is 2 for 2 and a touchdown. As the Force will be kicking off from their own goal line, of course. And this is going to be Rodney Cruel kicking. It's kind of a little onside kick there as they go with the squib, but it was picked up quickly by the return man for Arlington. And so the Longhorns are going to have terrific field position on the Wichita 11-yard line. The Force out to an 8-0 lead, scoring on their first possession, scoring quickly. They scored on their second play from scrimmage. In the head coach for the Arlington Longhorns, Brandon Williams. He got tossed in the loss at Salina when they lost 62-17. Got a little frustrated late in that game and tossed out of the game. But here we go. And Lauren Morales is the quarterback for the Longhorns of Arlington. He's 5'11", 205-pounder from San Marcos, Texas. He's out of shotgun. He sends his receiver in motion. Remember, you can do that before the ball is snapped. He hands off to his running back, Leslie Stone. Stone, like many of these guys, a native of Arlington, Texas, played high school football in Arlington. A lot of these guys are also veterans of the arena game. As that ball was moved up to the 7-yard line, and that'll bring up second down. Just underway, first quarter, 15-minute quarters in the arena game. Get Morales out of the shotgun. He's got his Leslie Stone next to him. Sends his man in motion to the far side. Here's Stone. Leslie Stone pounding his way across the 5. And there was a fumble on the play, but fortunately for Arlington, big offensive lineman there fell on it and recovered it. That was Lonnie Evans. He plays a little defensive line as well. 6'3", 312-pounder from Dallas. And that's going to bring up fourth down from the 4-yard line. 4th and goal to go. Morales spreading the offense out here. He's got a receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Now he's going to send Stone here in motion. Fakes it over the middle and incomplete and broken up. And Wichita Force defense coming up big. A huge stop there from the Force. And that ball is still marked at the 4-yard line. And I was checking our graphics here. That was not 4th down, obviously. So, all right. The Longhorns will continue to have a chance here. Morales going to back the pass. Looking, he's got some room now. He's going to throw across the way and incomplete. Over there on the coverage for Wichita. Great defense that time to break the pass up. And that was Tavian Lott from East Tennessee, a 5'11", 185-pounder. That was 4th down. And so now the Force will take over on downs. How about that? Leading 8-0 Wichita on top here in their home opener. 10:33 left to go in the first quarter. So the offense comes back out onto the field for the Force. And the Wichita Force, new owners in the last couple of years. Jeff Martin now the new owner. It's again, the arena football has been a pretty successful endeavor in the city of Wichita over the years. Wichita Wild, and of course now with the Wichita Force taking over, an expansion team in 2014. And they're going to go to the ground, a handoff, and they're looking for a safety. Arlington arguing for a safety. It looks like he crossed the goal line, though. Got the ball across the goal line, just like if you're going the other way into the end zone, you got to cross that plane, and he did not. Arguing his case right there. Linebacker for Arlington. As the Wichita Force now on their own goal line, 2nd down and 11, I believe. And as Murphy throws over the middle, he's got his man, but not much there, as he had to get rid of that ball quickly. And again, that's Jordan Payne. Payne, of course, is the young man who caught the pass and ran for a touchdown earlier to give Wichita this 8-0 lead. Jordan Payne, not much there as it's going to move it up to the 5-yard line. That brings up third down and 10, I should say. Corey Murphy. Again, a young man from Delaware State. He takes the snap, throws to the right side, got a man at the 10-yard line, trying to break free, but not there. It's going to be short of a first down. And that was Rodney Cruel, the wide receiver for Wichita, 6 foot, 185-pounder from McNeese State out of Louisiana. Kind of a wobbly pass, but he got it to him, and then Cruel trying to break away, but good wrap-up defense there from the Arlington Longhorns, and that'll bring up fourth down and short. No punting in the arena game. He can kick field goals from this far, but they're going to go for it. Murphy takes the snap. He's got his man, and that's going to be good for a first down, I do believe. Nice catch, Jack Tomlinson. Again, Tomlinson going up high for that catch. 5'9", 180-pounder from Ball State. And again, he's been hampered by a hamstring injury, but he looked really healthy there as he went up high to make that terrific catch and get the first down for Wichita. First down and 10 for the Wichita Force. They lead 8-0 here in the first quarter. Handoff. Plenty of running room down the near sideline, 5-yard line into the end zone for the touchdown, and just like that, how about some offense? Tavarius Batiste, the running back, the 5'11", 183-pounder. He's also from McNeese State. Took it around the near side, down that inflatable wall, and really wasn't even touched. Batiste switching hands there, and there he goes, just outran everybody and into the end zone, and that makes it 14-0 Wichita. See the Force go for two again. Yes, they will. Murphy's in there at quarterback. Well, the offense, they needed to get it going. They got it going. 2 possessions and 2 touchdowns. And this one, after a drive that started on their own goal line when they had the big loss on the first down play. Murphy sends guys in motion, and the snap is off the ground, but he finds his man wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. And man, the Force kind of making this look easy. Rodney Millette was the receiver. Young man from Bethany. He's a native of Austin, Texas. And he was wide open there in the left corner. And it is 16-0. 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions for the Wichita Force. Again, they lead 16-0 over Arlington. We're back with more football right after this.
Creamy ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each McNugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And welcome back to Kansas Star Arena as the Wichita Force out to a 16-0 lead, kicking off, and that ball goes out of bounds on the far sideline over that inflatable wall. Remember, the ball goes into the seats. Usually get to keep the football, but apparently they're throwing it back. But anyway, the Arlington Longhorns, because of that errant kick, will get some pretty good field position here, right at midfield at the 25-yard line. In Wichita, 2 possessions and 2 touchdowns. Jordan Payne caught the long touchdown pass earlier. Actually, a short pass. He ran it the rest of the way. And then a running play from the running back as 2-point conversions were both good. And now, again, that was Tavarius Batiste who ran the touchdown. Here come the Longhorns trying to get something going, and they're running back there. It breaks the tackle. That's Devin Godbolt. So Godbolt, he also plays linebacker for this Arlington team. Kind of a bowling ball type physique there as he bounces his way up the middle for some good yardage there for the Longhorns of Arlington. A little somersault there, flip at the end. He's okay. He's back in. Quarterback Lauren Morales hits his wide receiver to the near sideline here. And by the way, the Longhorns got several players on their roster listed as athletes. No specific position, just athletes. Morales trying to get the play call from his coach behind him, offensive coordinator on the field. Again, both teams can have a coach on the field during play. Morales hands off. Again, that's Godbolt. Godbolt up near the 5-yard line as a helmet flying off, and the young man, I think he took a foot there in the face. Big offensive lineman for the Arlington Longhorns. Jacob Rios down on the ground, 5'11", 315-pounder. Offensive coordinator for Arlington is Brandon Barlar, but the head coach, Brandon Williams, is out on the field there with the headset on. Morales has everybody spread out here. Wide receivers to the far side, and he's going to send a man in motion. That's Godbolt, and Godbolt will take the handoff, spins his way up to the 5-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd down and goal to go. Ball at the Wichita 5-yard line. Force leading 16-0. 4:45 left to go. Clock running here in the first quarter of play. Lauren Morales, again 5'11", 205-pounder from San Marcos, Texas, running the show for the Arlington Longhorns. The only quarterback listed on the roster. Again, they have several players listed as athletes who can come in and are versatile enough to play quarterback, and his pass is incomplete. Longhorns are arguing that's DeLinzia Green, the intended receiver. Green, a smile on his face. He thought he was interfered with. That's going to bring up 4th down from the 5. Force have done this once in this game with a goal line stand. Can they do another one? Meanwhile, the Longhorns of Arlington really need to get in. The red zone in the arena game is always a tricky position. There's just not a lot of room down there for these teams to operate. Now a snap is low and it's on the ground, and that ball is fumbled and still loose. And Arlington comes up with it, but on 4th down, the Force will take over, and the Force defense coming up big once again as they stop Arlington, keeping them out of the end zone, leading 16-0. And the Force offense will come back out into the field. Big break there for the Wichita Force on defense. Again, they lead 16-0. When we come back, they'll take over on offense. We're back right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Well, it's been a terrific start for the Wichita Force as they lead 16-0 in this football game. They've had the ball twice, they've scored twice, and they've also converted twice on 2-point conversions to make it 16-0. First touchdown was Jordan Payne, a catch and a long run for the TD. And then a handoff to Tavares Batiste, who did all the work himself, just outran everybody down the near sideline. Here we go as Corey Murphy. He finds his receiver here underneath the coverage. And that is good for about 5 yards on the play. As that was Jordan Payne, again, young man who caught the touchdown pass earlier in this game. Payne, a big wide receiver, 6'2", 230 pounds, out of Alcorn State. There's a good look at the quarterback again. A good look at, I should say, that's one of the wide receivers. Number 6, that's Rodney Mollett. Oh boy, now Murphy in trouble and wrapped up, and the whistles are blowing. So that has been an issue for this team, allowing pressure on their quarterback. And 7 sacks on this season, the first 2 games, the Wichita Force have allowed. That will be considered a sack there, as that'll bring up a long yardage situation as the ball marked now back at the 7-yard line for Wichita. Corey Murphy's got his receivers in motion. Again, you can do that. Take off before the snap. Looks like he's going to go deep, and he is. And down the field he goes, and out. Incomplete. Nearly picked off by the Arlington defender. Meanwhile, the wide receiver there, the intended wide receiver, arguing that he was held on the play, and that again, Jordan Payne, number 8 for Wichita. She's arguing that call. Corey Murphy going deep all the way, as the pass was a little bit just short of the target, nearly picked off, but out of the reach of the defensive back for the Arlington Longhorns. That was Nick Jones. Getting the ball at the 7-yard line. Sends his receivers in motion. Murphy comes in near side. Flag is flying, and the pass is complete just across the 15-yard line. And the flags are everywhere there. We'll see what the call is going to be. (16-0) again. Wichita on top, and I believe that penalty will go against the Force, as a defense and offensive teams will be coming in, and I think we're going to have a false start against Wichita. And so, if that's the case, the Longhorns will take over on downs, trailing 16-0. In Arlington, twice has had the ball inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line. Twice could not get in the end zone. Their last possession on 4th down, fumbled the football. They recovered, but it was 4th down, so actually it still will be Force football here. Receivers in motion. Murphy out of the shotgun. Throws over to the far side. He's got his man, and a terrific catch in front of the wall. Rodney Millett goes over the receiver's head, makes the catch, but we've got a flag in the backfield. A flag is down. Hold on, everybody. 50 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And that penalty is against Arlington. So big break there for the Force as that pass was complete. Rodney Millett. And that'll take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. First down, that'll be at the 9-yard line, I believe. And it will be Force at 1st and goal to go from the 9. They have a chance to score on their 3rd possession. They are 2 for 2 so far as they really flood that left side with receivers and everybody in motion. Murphy looking, flag again. And here's the pass, and it's picked up here on the near sideline. Intercepted and knocked out of bounds, but Arlington comes up with it. But let's see what the penalty flag is. See if there's movement from the Longhorns, or is that penalty going to go against Wichita? As again, the Longhorns coming up with the interception, and now another flag. Oh my. More arguing going on. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Arlington. And it's going to be 1st down over. Again, I think of offsetting penalties there. See, they continue to mark at the 9-yard line. Yes, so it's 1st and goal to go from the 9. So that interception, all for naught. But they do move it down. Oh, they move it to the 4. Forget the offsetting. It's going to be from the 4-yard line now. Corey Murphy. 1st down and goal to go. Murphy's going to take it himself. Trying to get into the end zone, and he does as he slithers his way between 2 defenders. And man, this one is all Force. 22-0. 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns with 2 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. And Wichita has not been kicking at all in this game. They've been going for 2. They're perfect in the 2-point conversion department as well. They'll try it once again. They mark that ball there at the 2-yard line on the 2-point conversion. So the Wichita Force came into this game looking for some offense, looking for their first victory. Right now, so far, so good, so great. Little jet sweep, and boy, he's making it really look easy. Is taking it in there. Once again, Tavarius Batiste, who's got some speed, comes around that near sideline, around the corner, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. But yet another flag, is that right? Yes, and we're going to have false start. So they'll try it again on the 2-point conversion. That's why it looked so easy. But it was moving early. 22-0. Force will be moved back 5 yards, and they'll try it again on the 2-point try. And again, Trey Thomas had been their kicker, young man from Wichita East, but they have been going for 2 this entire game. Corey Murphy. Oh, and the bad snap picked up, and loose ball on the ground, and this time no 2-point conversion for Wichita, as the Force will have to settle for a 22-0 lead at the end of the first quarter of play from the Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane, Kansas. We're back with more right after this.
And can I get a Coke?
Depends.
On what?
If we get it at McDonald's.
That because you can't get a Coke from McDonald's at home deal. Any size soft drinks are always $1. Only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender. Because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Sutherland's. We've been your home improvement store since DIY was more than a saying, but an actual way of life. When a power saw meant 2 men and a crosscut saw. We've seen a lot of American history. The Dust Bowl, World War I and World War II. We've seen Americans race into space and 18 presidents run this great country. We were your great-grandfather's lumber store and will be your great-grandson's lumber store. We've watched and helped America become America, and we aren't going anywhere. Sutherland's, your home improvement store for the next century.
And back to the Kansas Star Arena, next door to the Kansas Star Casino Complex here in Mulvane, Kansas. The Wichita Force making their home debut here in 2021. Indoor football, and the Force out of the Champions Indoor League, leading the Arlington Longhorns, an independent league team right now, 22-0. At the end of the first quarter of play, Wichita's had the ball 3 times, and they have scored on all 3 possessions. Add a couple of 2-point conversions to go along with that, and you have that 22-0 lead. Arlington, meanwhile, has had their opportunities down deep inside Wichita territory a couple of times, but the Force defense coming up big to keep them out of the end zone. So, Force will be kicking off again from their own goal line, and they've had 2 really bad kickoffs. They tried kind of a little squib onside to open the game. And now they've, and then the last time the ball just went almost a 90-degree right angle and went out of bounds, and that gave the Longhorns terrific field possession. Again, that situation, the ball comes out to the 25-yard line, which is midfield here, with the field being only 50 yards long. Well, I think we understand now why they aren't kicking any field goals. There are no goalposts. Okay. No goalpost here at Kansas Star Arena. So we've got a delay in the action here as we try to get ready for the start of the second quarter of play. Wichita on top 22-0. And I mentioned head coach Ine Apkin. First year as the head coach of arena football for the Wichita Force. Currently also the head football coach at Wichita East High School, where he's really got that program turned around. Had spent 7 years there as an assistant before getting the head coaching job, and now he's got it going a little bit. As kicking off for the Force is going to be Jerron McGraw. He's also return man, and it's going to be a little short wobbler up here. Fielded at the 20 and then knocked into that inflatable wall, which isn't really very sturdy, it looks like, but that's going to set the Longhorns up once again in terrific field position. That was Lamont Miller right there, number 88, the return man for the Arlington Longhorns. Longhorns have had great field position on after every kickoff, but have not been able to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they can do here. Their head coach again, Brandon Williams, offensive coordinator, Brandon Barlar. Arlington Longhorns. So it's kind of a developmental team playing the league that develops guys for arena football. Also in the Dallas Indoor League. Had some success, has won several championships over the years. And here we go. It's the ball at the 20-yard line. And a pitch out to the right side, Godbolt, and Godbolt is brought down by a host of forced defensive players, and there is a flag on the play over there. That was Jeremiah Farms Jr. kind of making the initial stop for Wichita, number 10. He's a defensive lineman out of Friends University, Wichita, but he's a native of Stockton, California. He's got a few looks from the NFL last year coming out of college, but I like the way he plays. Got a good motor. A little bit of a mean streak, I'm told, too, when he's on the field. Great guy, but he likes to go after people. Jeremiah Farms Jr. As move that ball back after the loss on the play. Here's the snap. Morales going to roll to his right. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. And that's the man we're just talking about, Jeremiah Farms Jr. with the sack for the Wichita Force. We talked about he likes to go after people, and he goes after that quarterback and got him. Lauren Morales goes down. And how about that? Jeremiah Farms, 6'3", 270 pounds. And that's going to mark the ball back at the 8-yard line. Longhorns going backwards on this drive. 3rd down and long for Arlington. Morales trying to direct traffic, get those two guys in motion, looking that way. Going to go deep, throws long. He's got his man in the end zone, and it is caught. That's a touchdown. What a beautiful pass. What a terrific catch on the other end. And it is a touchdown, Arlington. Travis Collins Teague on the into that and caught that. There it is. There he is. What a terrific play. Again, Morales throwing off his 1 foot, kind of a wobbly pass, deep and right into the hands of Travis Collins Teague for the touchdown. That makes it a 22-6 game. Force on top. And once again, Arlington, everybody's going to be going for 2 tonight. Going for 2. Morales, another bad snap, picked up by Godbolt, the running back, and then he loses it, picked up by the Force, but that's it. Play is dead. No 2-point conversion for the Arlington Longhorns, but they're on the board as the Wichita Force lead 22-6, 12:04 left to go in the first half of play from the Kansas Star Arena.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Well, after a long touchdown pass from Lauren Morales, Colin Teague, the Arlington Longhorns are on the board as it now trail 22-6 against the Wichita Force. Wichita Force making their home debut here in 2021. Say will be on the receiving end of this kickoff, and once again you kick off from anywhere along the goal line, and that is the actual Arlington kicker doing the duties. Is this the first time we've seen him tonight? And that ball goes out. And the Force will have good field possession to start this one. This drive, again, they've scored. Had the ball 3 times and have scored 3 times. Led by their quarterback tonight, Corey Murphy. Ball marked at the, well, it was going to be, yes, at the 25-yard line as they come up at midfield. So the Force not too far to go here. In the second quarter, leading 22-6. Murphy's got all kinds of guys in motion, kind of a little option play, and he's going to take it himself and runs it toward the wall and out of bounds. And again, that wall not very secure on the near sideline here. Got to be careful there. And it'll bring up second down. Offensive coordinator Kenneth Walters out to call the play. Again, you can be on the field there. So they talk with the quarterback constantly. That ball moved up to the 18-yard line of Arlington. That'll bring up second down and about 4 yards to go. 3 guys in motion, a high snap. Murphy's pass is going to be deflected and intercepted. Intercepted Arlington. The Longhorns come up with the interception, the turnover. No flags on the play, I believe, this time, and Arlington will retain possession. Big defensive play. Went really bad for the high snap. There it is. Then Murphy's pass deflected and then caught by the defensive lineman. And so, all of a sudden, the Longhorns have a good chance to get back in this game as they've got the football in Wichita territory. 10:45 left to go in the second quarter. First down and 10 for Arlington. Longhorns a little bit deliberate on offense here, out of the huddle. You know, it's kind of amazing in this era of up-tempo and fast-paced offensive football. You watch the arena game, a lot of teams are very deliberate. They huddle up. Even though this game is a very offensive-minded, high-scoring scoring sport, obviously. And here is Morales. He's going to keep it himself. Morales on that right side, and all kinds of black shirts over there to bring him down. The ball was fumbled, but he was already down as for Wichita there, picking it up. Let's see, we got a loss on the play or not, but there is Morales keeping it himself. Might have been a broken play. Looked to his left like he was going to hand off, and yeah, he was down as that ball came out. So the Wichita defense trying to stop him. By the way, that was Demario Donnell who picked up the ball there. No fumble, though. He's the leading tackler on this Wichita team. Second down and 10 to go for the Longhorns. I think we're going to have an offsides or a false start. Let's see. They're certainly moving up front, but I think it's going to be offsides against Wichita. Curtis Bent looked like he might have got in there. And I'll bring up second down and 5, I believe. Curtis Bent, defensive lineman out of Wichita Collegiate. Played at Butler Community College, junior college football, and then before going on to Bethel in the KCAC over in North Newton. He also played in Serbia 2 years ago. Curtis Bent. But again, it's going to bring up second down and 5. And Morales going to keep it himself. Crosses the 5, maybe gets up to the 4-yard line just to pick up a yard on the play. Hit pretty hard right there. As the Longhorns have really had some difficulty when they've got down into the red zone against this Wichita Force defense. Look at it again. Keeps it himself. And the big tackle right there for Wichita. And I believe that was Demario Donnell in on the initial hit. A big hit. That brings up third down and about 3 yards to go for a first down. They can still get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Morales out of that shotgun. Put a man in motion to the near sideline. Morales, he's going to take it himself. Now he throws over the middle. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Arlington. And that's a big eligible offensive lineman, I guess. Or are they saying yes? Touchdown, Longhorns. Let's look at that again. Morales rolls out to his right. I thought he was going to run the football right there. Then he saw his man open and throws it and completes it. And that is Lonnie Evans, 6'3", 312 pounds. And apparently, illegal procedure against Arlington. Oh my, they've been hurt by some big penalties here. So that's going to bring up third down again. No touchdown, no touchdown. They'll move it back to the 9-yard line. That was the original line of scrimmage. Start this little drive after the turnover. Longhorn coaches were not happy about that. Arguing the call here on the near sideline. All right, Lauren Morales, again the quarterback. He's had success finding some guys open, but let's see what he's got. A little bit of a lot of pressure, facing some pressure, and then dumps off to Leslie Stone out of the backfield. Stone, the big running back. He's from Arlington, Texas. He's got some equipment issues right after that, and here it is again. Stone, though, hit right away by DeMario Donnell and goes down. Good defense there by Wichita once again. Longhorns really struggling in the red zone. Had so many opportunities. They try again here. The ball at the 8-yard line. Pick up a yard on the play. Morales sends 3 receivers up the field. And now he's in trouble. He's going down. He is sacked. All kinds of forced defenders on there, but I think that's Jeremiah Farms Jr. with his 2nd sack of the game. Number 10 for Wichita. Another low snap. They've had trouble snapping the football. And watch Farms. There he is, number 10. Yeah, he gets credit along with. I can see the number on top there. And he had lots of help. And another big defensive stop. And that is Curtis Bent, by the way, helping out. We just talked about Curtis. Yeah, local product, again out of Wichita Collegiate. Helping out on the sack there. Now, we're going to have a timeout, I believe, on the field. Officials discussing something once again. 6:25 left to go here in the first half of play. It's 22-6. The Wichita Force got off that fast start, scoring on 3 consecutive possessions. And then on their 4th possession, Corey Murphy was picked off, and that's where that set up the Longhorns here in terrific field position. But it's been a long slog down here inside the red zone as they have gone really nowhere. Plus, you had a couple penalties, and ball's been staying right there around the 9-yard line this entire time. So, with a timeout on the field, we're going to take a timeout. 22-6, Wichita on top. We're back with more after this.
That sounds disturbing. That makes no sense. What?
Really glad you're here. We're going to talk about exercise.
We've got Make Your Body Scream. Does this motivate us to work out?
It would be so loud!
What would your mom or dad do if your body started screaming?
They'll take you to the doctor, the hospital, medicine, the ER.
Yeah.
Unless you puke, faint, or die, keep going.
What if I don't want to keep going?
Okay, what would happen if, you walked into the gym and people were puking and fainting and dying? Do you want to stay there?
No. I mean, just faint. I'm fainting.
No pain, no gain, shut up and train. No pain,
I'm not
no
allowed to say shut up.
No.
Is shut up a nice thing to say?
No, it's not. No. Skip that word.
What kinds of things would you rather see on a poster like this?
If your body is hurting, just stop. You can do it. You're the best. You got this.
Okay, the Wichita Force taking over on downs after holding out the Longhorns once again. And Corey Murphy in trouble, the quarterback for Wichita, and he's going to be sacked down near the 2-yard line. And we talked about that situation. And now a penalty flag after the play. As the Force have allowed, coming into this game, they'd allowed 7 sacks. That'll be the second of this game. Murphy with a touchdown pass in the game. 2 touchdown passes. And again for Arlington. Let's see what we got on the penalty here. No flag. They picked the flag up. By the way, it was Dylan Jones on the initial hit getting in there. Credit him with a sack for Arlington. All right, now Murphy's going to be standing in his own end zone. Second down, receiver's going. Throws over the middle. It's got his man, but completely wrapped up right away. Right as he crosses the 8-yard line, or the 5-yard line, is Jordan Payne. Payne's got a lot of passes, leading receiver on this team, 6'2", 230-pounder from Alcorn State. Has caught a touchdown in this game. Again, 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half of play from Kansas Star Arena. Once again, located about 18 miles south of Wichita. Next to the Kansas Star Casino. Another pass over the middle to a big man stumbling and running down the near sideline here, and that is Clinton Barley, was the eligible receiver. Offensive lineman, 6'3", 335-pounder. He's a leatherneck from Western Illinois. Reaching out there and grabbing that ball. A tough guy to bring down, and that will bring up 4th down for Wichita. Wichita Force leading 22-6 over the Arlington Longhorns. And Corey Murphy, the quarterback, and now we're going to have a timeout on the field. It's like the Force decided they want to talk it over. Again, Wichita to a terrific start in this game, scoring on their first 3 possessions. They add a couple 2-point conversions in there to make it a 22-point total. Then on their 4th possession, they had a turnover and interception, but the defense doing a terrific job of keeping the Longhorns out of the end zone. In fact, Arlington's only time in the end zone was a 48-yard pass, the length of the field nearly, from their own 2-yard line. They were able to complete the touchdown. They're better off with a lot more room to operate, apparently. Lauren Morales with that pass that completed to Teague for the touchdown. All right, here we go. Force with the ball. Corey Murphy. Murphy takes the snap. Plenty of time. Now he's going to run it himself. Can he get the first down? He crosses the 20, reaches across the wall as everybody goes flying into the wall and over it. So we look at it again. He's looking to his left, nothing there, and decided to take advantage. Comes to the near side and again reached over. And then he was brought down. And that was a first down for Wichita. Devin Godbolt was on the tackle there, by the way. We've mentioned his name several times for Arlington as the running back, but he also plays linebacker. Arlington player is very versatile. And now we're going to have apparently another interception. Yes, indeed. Corey Murphy picked off the second interception of the game for Arlington. That was Nick Jones with the pick. Nick with the pick for Arlington. And the Longhorns will now have the ball at the 18 on their own 18-yard line after that turnover. So 2 interceptions now for Corey Murphy. And remember, he actually threw a 3rd interception that got called back because of a penalty. 3:45 left to go in the first half. Wichita Force on top 22-6 over the Arlington Longhorns. Again, both these teams winless so far. Force had lost to Salina, the Liberty. Liberty off to a terrific start, just judging by their scores. Liberty beat the Force 52-27. Force lost at Sioux City against the Bandits 38-6. Again, lack of offense, a big problem in those games. Meanwhile, Arlington lost really big at Salina, 62-17. So we take a good look there at Lauren Morales, the quarterback for the Longhorns, sends the guys in motion. There he's going to throw it to the far side, cross midfield at the 24-yard line into Wichita territory. First down play. Morales, good look at him, firing that ball. Terrence Compton, 6'4", 220-pound wide receiver out of Dallas, Texas, with the catch. Ball's right at midfield, and it will be second down and about 3 yards to go for a first down. Morales going to hand off to his running back, who bounces into the line and then bounces out for a little bit of running room. Leslie Stone, the big kid from Arlington, Texas. He is a wide body. Takes that handoff. Ran in his own man, looks like. And then he's caught from behind by Deshaun Ray, defensive lineman for Wichita. Deshaun Ray is a big man, 6'4", 314 pounds. And that was good for a first down. So the ball now at the 22-yard line of Wichita, 1st and 10 for Arlington. And Morales throws into the end zone. He overthrows everybody. His intended receiver there, Delenzia Green. Good coverage there from the Wichita force. Sherman, no, check that. Not true. That was Sherman Arthur, I believe, on the coverage there for Wichita. So that brings second down and 10 now for Arlington. Longhorns. Their road white jerseys, the black numbers trimmed in orange. All right, Lauren Morales going to throw underneath, finds a receiver here on the near sideline, knocked into the inflatable wall, out of bounds. That'll bring up third down. Minute to go, 1 minute to go here in the first half of play, with Wichita force leading the Arlington Longhorns 22-6. Cameron Carafas, by the way, was the receiver there for Arlington, who got knocked out. That brings up third down for the Longhorns, as they'll try to get it in the end zone here before the end of the first half. Now, 1 minute always is a long time in arena football, so Wichita can get a stop here. They got plenty of time to get something going on a quick strike play. They can get the football back. Meanwhile, the Longhorns will try to keep the ball or score here, as it is third down. Ball at the Wichita 18-yard line. Morales with a new running back in there. That's Devin Godbolt. We've seen him, and Godbolt's going to take the pitch to the left side, and he crosses the 20 and maybe a pick of a yard on the play to the 17-yard line. Again, good defense there from the Wichita force, stringing out the play on that left side. Just a little toss sweep to the left. Let's see who got in there first, and once again, well, who else? Leading tackler on this football team. That's Jeremiah Farms Jr. We mentioned his name a lot. The young man from Friends University, Friends Falcons, out on West Kellogg in Wichita, right across the street from Newman University. Guys in motion that far side. Morales, he's in trouble, and Farms right there strips the ball away. Picked up and into the end zone for the touchdown. How about that? Turnover. Farms strips the ball from the quarterback, and then it is picked up and taken in for the touchdown, a defensive touchdown for the Wichita force. And the force will take a 28-6 lead with just 7 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Huge play right there for Wichita. That ball is going to go into the stands as a souvenir. Some of the fans here at Kansas Star Casino, Kansas Star Arena. Once again, both teams having to go for 2 points tonight, 2-point conversions. Force will be doing that. Corey Murphy back on the field with the offense. Murphy, number 4, the quarterback for Wichita. He's spreading that offense out here. The 3 linemen up front. And Murphy's going to throw, and he's got his man. That ball looked like it was tipped, but it was still caught for the 2-point conversion. Rodney Mollett makes the catch. Rodney Mollett, the Bethany Swede. Young man from Austin, Texas, played college football in the KCAC at Bethany up in Lindsborg, Kansas, 6'2", 197. Yes, that ball was tipped. Great concentration by Rodney Mollett. He makes the catch, and it's now 30-6, Wichita on top as we're nearing halftime at the Kansas Star Arena. 7 seconds left to go, and the Force will be kicking off. Now that Wichita scored 30 points here in the first half, that's the most points they've scored in a game this season. Remember, in the opening we talked about, they wanted to get more offense. That was the goal, and they have certainly done that tonight. 30-6. Of course, a little help with the defense after that fumble and recovery for the touchdown. And what a terrific night for Farms. Jeremiah Farms, he has been all over the quarterback for Arlington tonight. Here's that squib kick, and it will be returned around the 20-yard line. 3 seconds left. Now there's obviously time to get something into the end zone here. It's like about one more play, one more offensive play from the Longhorns. Lauren Morales will be back on. He's starting to get beat up a little bit in this game. Once again, he was hit pretty hard there on the strip fumble. Morales out of San Marcos, Texas. Wichita Force defense has been terrific tonight, especially down in the red zone. They've kept Longhorns out of the end zone 3 times when they had the ball deep in Wichita territory. The only touchdown for Arlington's been a 48-yard bomb. And I say bomb, that's nearly the length of the 50-yard field. So Morales was out of his own end zone when he launched one to the other end for the touchdown. Morales at the Wichita 21-yard line. Here we go. The final play of the first half. Throws it into the end zone and overthrows it, incomplete. And that will do it. That's the end of the first half of play from Kansas Star Arena. The Wichita Force leading the Arlington Longhorns 30-6. We're back with more after this.
We knew it was time to make these when we started asking things like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to get a warm cinnamon roll right now? And why can't this kind of muffin come from the same place as a McMuffin? And isn't your coffee lonely without company from a glazed apple fritter? Well, consider these our 3 resounding yeses. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Sutherland's. We've been your home improvement store since DIY was more than a saying, but an actual way of life. When a power saw meant 2 men and a crosscut saw, we've seen a lot of American history. The Dust Bowl, World War I and World War II. We've seen Americans race into space and 18 presidents run this great country. We were your great-grandfather's lumber store and will be your great-grandson's lumber store. We've watched and helped America become America, and we aren't going anywhere. Sutherland's, your home improvement store for the next century.
This is you. This is your living room. And this is the tiny corner behind the couch, next to the plant you always forget to water, where you come to life. This is where you defy your lack of space to carve out some for yourself. This is where you've broken down every barrier in your way. And this is where you're about to break another. This is the mobile stationary bike. This is a paradigm shift in stationary mobility. This is the space you deserve. This is a breath of fresh air. This is the earth beneath your feet. This is the sound of nature. This
But the Longhorns will have the ball at the 21-yard line on the opening kickoff of the second, after the opening kickoff here to open the second half of action. Wichita Force leading Arlington 30-6. As it's been a great offensive performance for Wichita in this game, scoring on 3 possessions and also scoring a defensive touchdown. And how about Jeremiah Farms Jr.? He's been terrific tonight on defense for the Wichita Force. He's one that came up with a couple sacks, also stripped the quarterback of the ball. Fumble was picked up and taken into the end zone for the touchdown just before the end of the first half. Meanwhile, getting beat up pretty good back there for the quarterback for Arlington. That's Lauren Morales. He's back in as we start the second half of play in the first possession. And the handoff to Devin Godbold, and he's got some running room as he crosses midfield and knocked out of bounds into that inflatable wall there on the near sideline. And everybody helping everybody up as that wall not doing a much of a job of stopping anybody over there. And that is out of bounds, and that will bring up second down for Arlington. It's Tavian Lott leading the defensive charge that time for Wichita, the 5'11", 185-pound defensive back from East Tennessee. As it is second down and 3 at the ball at the Wichita 22-yard line. Handoff again to Godbold, crosses the 20, down across the 15 to the 14-yard line. First down for Arlington, as he tells us right there. Devin Godbold banging his way to the right side of that line, picks up enough yardage for the first and 10. Picked up about 7 on the play. And again, the Longhorns, they've had the ball down in Wichita territory inside the red zone 4 times in this game and have yet to score from the red zone. And here once again inside the 15-yard line. Quick pass to the far side. Receivers got it, crosses the 10, still spinning, still on his feet, into the 5, inside the 5-yard line, and finally brought down. That was Terrence Compton. This big man, 6'4", 220 pounds, and big guy, hard to bring down. Caught the quick pass out there. And then everybody trying to bring him down and just carrying a bunch of Force players down to the 5-yard line. Longhorns see if they keep the ball on the ground here. One of the difficulties they've had, they've been going to the air when they've got it down close. Devin Godbold, the running back, the lone running back, stands on the right side of his quarterback there, out of the shotgun. Valencia Green in motion. The handoff to Godbold. Godbold crosses the 5 down to the 2-yard line. Wichita Force leading 30-6. Just underway, a second half action at the Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane, Kansas, just about 18 miles south of Wichita, the Kansas Star Casino and Kansas Star Arena. Exit 33 if you're on the Kansas Turnpike. Second down and goal to go. And Morales going to run or going to throw. Now he's going to run. Now he's knocked out of bounds into the wall over on the far side. And again, Jeremiah Farms Jr. has been terrific tonight. Defensive lineman, defensive end, number 10 for Wichita, 6'3", 270 pounds. We mentioned his name a lot. Big hit right there into the wall on the quarterback. And man, he has been all over Lauren Morales tonight. This brings up third down and goal to go. Morales this time is going to go over center. See if he keeps it. No, he hands off to Godbolt. Godbolt, nothing there. Nothing there. No gain on the play. And again, Farms Jr., Jeremiah Farms, the Friends Falcon with the big stick. Big play, big defensive effort by the Wichita Force when the Longhorns have gotten the ball down close to the goal line. Apparently it is now third and goal to go. And out of the shotgun this time, Lauren Morales. And Morales has got a touchdown pass, a long touchdown pass, but he has taken some hits in this game. Devin Godbolt next to him, the running back. Throws over the left side and nothing there, incomplete. Receiver thought he was wrapped up. That was Cameron Carathas. Carathas, 6'4", 220-pound target out of Dallas, Texas. And now, fourth down, I do believe. And a flying blind here right now on the yard markers there. They got it to fourth down, okay. Ball at the 2-yard line of Wichita. New running back into the game. That's Leslie Stone. And Stone, he's a big man back there. Seen him a couple times run the ball. See if he'll get a handoff or will Morales throw it again. Fourth and goal to go for the Arlington Longhorns. Sends a man in motion. That's Green. And now Morales keeps it himself. It looks like he ran into his own man, and down he goes. The Wichita Force hold again. They got some help from an offensive lineman, I think. Let's check it out. Morales straight run himself. Yes, ran right into his own offensive lineman, and down he went. Curhee Quarles, 6'4", 368 pounds, was the offensive lineman. He ran into his own man, ran into a wall. Yeah, my. Morales is taking some hits from the Wichita Force D, and this time he takes a hit from his own guy. Meanwhile, the Force are going to have the football, and they take over on their own 5-yard line. And now whistles are blowing. Corey Murphy back out there to run the show, the quarterback for Wichita, number 4. (30-6), the Force on top of Arlington. 8:39 left to go in the third quarter. Again, the Force defense. Again, coming into this game, the object for the Wichita, one of the goals, get the offense going. They've really had trouble scoring their first 2 losses, and they got that going. They led 30-6 at halftime. But the defense has really come up big. Defense has scored off a turnover, a fumble recovery. Jeremiah Farms Jr. has been terrific tonight for the Wichita Force. As we are about ready to get underway again with action. All right. Corey Murphy over center this time. Again, the ball at the 5-yard line. Wichita Force, 2 receivers heading downfield, but he's going to hand off to his running back. And to the left side, pick up a few yards on the play. Look like they might get it just close to the 10. I'll bring up second down. Once again. Ball just right around the 9-yard line. See where they mark that. But it brings up second down. And about 6 yards to go for a first down. Corey Murphy this time backs up into the shotgun. And Murphy's going to, a little zone read, keeps it himself, crosses the 15-yard line. And that's actually Javante Seard now playing quarterback. Javante Seard, number 9 on the run that time for Wichita. Seard, a 6'1", 175-pounder from Clarion University. Javante Seard into the game at quarterback for Wichita. She'll take the snap here from his center, Jarvis Courtney, and the pass, and it is picked up, deflected and picked up by the Arlington Longhorns, and that will be another turnover. 3rd interception of the game for Arlington. As that is Nick Jones, and that is his 2nd interception. 2 picks for Nick. There it is again. Javante Seard in at quarterback for Wichita. Ball deflected. And Nick Jones right there in the right place. And the Longhorns will take over after the interception. Good look at Nick Jones. Again, 2 interceptions for him tonight for Arlington. 30-6 Wichita on top, 7:13 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. No scoring yet here in the 2nd half. That ball will be marked or just around the 19-yard line in Wichita territory. As Lauren Morales back out there. Again, he is really taking some hits tonight in this game, the quarterback for Arlington, and he's going to hand off to Devin Godbolt, but we've got some whistles blowing before the play. And we've got a false start against Arlington. I'll move it back 5 yards, 2nd down and 15. Longhorns have been plagued by numerous penalties tonight. In fact, they would have had another interception and return for a touchdown, but it was called back because of a penalty. They got 3 interceptions in this game. So 2nd down, or 1st down, I should say, and 15. 1st down and 15. Ball at the 24-yard line near midfield. Morales. Godbolt at his side. Now he throws to the near sideline. Has to Lindsay Green. And Green crosses to the 21-yard line, and that'll be a pickup of about 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 8 to go. See where they mark that. 30-6, Wichita on top. Clock running. 5:50, just under 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, actually just a pick of about 4 yards on the play. So it is 2nd down and 11. We'll play action. Oh, man, he's in trouble once again. Morales going to throw, and we are going to have interference, I think, against Wichita, as the intended receiver over there, really Terrence Compton, the big 6'4", 220-pounder. He was calling for a flag as Wichita. Again, great pressure on the quarterback. Maybe a little play action as you see Curtis Bent getting in there that time, and then Morales just kind of threw it up for grabs, and then there goes the flag flying right by our camera. Now bring up 1st and 10 for the Longhorns. So they're going to move it downfield here. And they're going to move it all the way inside the 10-yard line. That ball will be marked at the Wichita 8-yard line. But once again, this is where the Longhorns offense has just really stalled out tonight. Inside the red zone, they have just not been able to get anything going. Their only touchdown, a 48-yard bomb from Morales to Teague, Colin Teague. Here's the handoff to Devin Godbolt. Godbolt bouncing his way down near the 5-yard line. Pick up maybe 3 on the play. Will bring up 2nd down. So we see Godbolt has got in the hole there and switched to the left side. 2nd down. Morales pretty much the entire game operating out of the shotgun. You assume you're going to see all these teams in the shotgun, but watching arena football, a lot of teams will go, oh my, well, look at that catch. The big man, Terrence Compton, goes up high, snatches it out of the air with one hand, and that is a touchdown, Arlington. Finally, the Longhorns capitalizing in the red zone, and what a terrific play. Morales just threw it up top, and the big man goes up and catches it with one hand, and then fights his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Not much you can do on defense about that. 6'4", 220 pounds, and just goes up and catches it with that one hand. Those gloves are very sticky, and he took advantage. 30-12, now the two-point conversion attempt for Arlington. Morales directing traffic, getting a Godbold in motion, fakes it, and then throws. Nothing there, out of bounds, and that's going to be no good. No good on the two-point conversion, but Arlington on the board first in the second half here with the touchdown. 30-12, Wichita Force on top, 3:37 left to go in the third quarter. We're back with more right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Well, the Arlington Longhorns taking advantage of a Nick Jones interception, set him up in good field position near midfield, and finally punching it into the end zone on a terrific catch by Terrence Compton, the 6'4", 220-pound wide receiver for Arlington. Just went up high and snagged the ball out of the air with one hand and got into the end zone for the touchdown. And Arlington on the board first in the second half as Wichita continues to lead 30-12. Let's see if the Force can get something going on offense. Again, quarterback of that last possession was Javante Seard. Corey Murphy started and played most of this game for Wichita, but Seard came in and then threw that interception that led to the Arlington touchdown as the Longhorns again kicking off after the touchdown. Tavarius Batiste back on his own goal line, number 21 for Wichita there in the black and gold. Batiste, 5'11", 183-pounder from McNeese State, has very few returns in this game as both teams squib kicking or going out of bounds. And here's the kick, and Batiste will take the bounce at the goal line, crosses the 10 up to the 15 and down about the 16-yard line. And that's where the Force will start their second possession here in the second half of play. Good look at Tavarius Batiste, 5'11", 183-pounder. He's got a touchdown in this game as he actually ran for a touchdown, took a handoff, and just outran everybody down the near sideline. That was back in the first quarter of play. As Wichita jumped out to a 22-0 lead in this game. Now leading 30-12 as we near the 3-minute mark here in the second half. And again, Javante Seard in at quarterback, number 9 for the Wichita Force out of Clarion University. Also spent some time at Wisconsin Stevens Point. I think we're going to have offsides or maybe a false start. Let's see. It looked like I think we have offsides against Arlington. And yes, indeed, it is. And that'll move it up 5 yards. So it'll be first down and 5 for the Force. All right. First down and 5. Good break there for the Force as they once again leading 30-12. Have not scored in the second half yet. Javante Seard into the game at quarterback. And next to him at running back is Charles Westbrook, and here's Seard in trouble this time, and Seard's trying to get away, crosses the 20, spins his way up near the 23, lost the football. I think he was down, but it's going to be second down and short now for Wichita after Seard scrambles. As Kenneth Walters, the offensive coordinator, comes over to give him the next play. Getting some big blocks up front from his offensive lineman there to break him loose a little bit. That was Clinton Barley at the big block. And there's Javante Seard. Seard's going to send those two receivers in motion. Takes it himself. Got plenty of room. Slides at the 20-yard line. First down for Wichita. I don't think I've seen an arena quarterback slide like that. He's been doing some of these games. Instead of taking the hit, he goes down about the 21-yard line. First down, though, for Wichita. Again, Seard taking over for Corey Murphy. Murphy started the game. Receivers in motion, and here's the pitch and the run to the right side, near side, and down inside the 15-yard line, and another flag is coming down. So the call will be here. 30-12, Wichita on top. Minute 9 left to go in the third quarter. Longhorns just scored after coming up with an interception from Nick Jones and then took it down and got it into the end zone. This penalty looks like it's going to go against the Force as they are moving backwards and way backwards. 30-12. They're putting that ball all the way back at the 18-yard line. Wichita deep in their own territory now. Oh, here's the handoff. And then bringing him down from a little shirt tail action there, just short of midfield. Force kind of going conservative here. Not sure if Corey Murphy might be injured or not, the quarterback for Wichita, but with Seard in there, they've been really conservative in keeping the ball on the ground. He did throw a pass the last possession, but was picked off. Let's see what he does here. 24 seconds, third quarter. Winding down here at Kansas Star Arena. Seard will take it out of the shotgun, throws over the middle. He's got his man down at the 15, and he gets down inside there to about the 12-yard line. Clock running as we're about ready to end the third quarter of play, but that's good enough for, I believe, a Wichita first down. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. So, after 3, the Wichita Force still on top here of the Arlington Longhorns. 30-12 is your score. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter coming up from Kansas Star Arena right after this.
Creamy ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each McNugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And right back to action as the Wichita Force trying to get one into the end zone here. And so we start the fourth quarter just underway. Force with the ball at the Arlington 8-yard line. Second down and goal to go for Wichita. Again, Javante Seard, the quarterback for the Wichita Force, taking the place of starting quarterback Corey Murphy. And we were speculating maybe Murphy was injured, but see him over on the sideline. He's carrying his helmet around. I think they're just getting Seard some playing time here as he's number 9 out there on the field. And they will try to set the offense up here, see what they got going. Again, in the red zone, and the red zone is awful tight in the arena game. The end zone's 8 yards deep. Not a lot of room to operate. So Seard's going to run it himself. And runs into a crowd, still on his feet, fighting his way up to the goal line, and whistles are blowing, and they're going to mark it down around the 1 yard line. And nothing fancy about that call, just a snap and run it right up the gut. Quickly gets the play call from his coach and back on the field as they're coming out. As you see, look at that, man. He's just carrying people and getting a lot of help from his teammates from behind. An old rugby-style scrum there. All right, Seard going to keep it himself once again and stop short of the goal line. Good defense from the Longhorns right there. Offensive coordinator Kenneth Walters with the call. Javante Seard. It's 3rd down and goal to go from the 1 yard line for Wichita. Longhorns really stacking up that front, kind of a front 5 situation there, and they hand off and into the end zone with a touchdown. Force on the board for the first time in the second half to start the 4th quarter. And that's going to make it a 36-12 game. Wichita Force on the board with the touchdown. Pounded it into the end zone. Now they'll try for the 2-point conversion. This one has been all Wichita. Again, they jumped out to a 22-0 lead. And then have continued to hold the big advantage for most of this game. They have scored 4 touchdowns on offense, and they have a defensive touchdown as well. By the way, they also came into this game missing 3 players, 3 pretty good players that were involved in a little scuffle at Sioux City, so they were suspended this game. Defensive back Juwan Offray, defensive lineman Tim Hamilton, and defensive lineman Francis Tusa. And how about Javante Seard? The quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. And that's going to make it 38-12. The Wichita Force with a 26-point advantage. Seard accepting congratulations over there on the sideline. 4th quarter action continues from Kansas Star Arena. We're back with more after this.
And can I get a Coke?
Depends.
On what?
If we get it at McDonald's.
That because you can't get a Coke from McDonald's at home deal. Any size soft drinks are always $1, only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Back at Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane, Kansas, next door to the Kansas Star Casino. Wichita Force leading the Arlington Longhorns by the score of 38-12. 12:37 left to go in the football game. Wichita on the board for the first time in the second half, and here's their kick, and goes way to the right and out of bounds. And that means the Longhorns will get the ball in great field position on this start this possession. The Longhorns again led by their head coach Brandon Williams, their offensive coordinator Brandon Barlar, quarterback Lauren Morales, and he is continuing to remain on the field. Again, he's taking some hits tonight, number 12 for the Arlington Longhorns. Ball will be marked at midfield, 25-yard line after going out of bounds on the kickoff. (38-12) Wichita Force. Both teams each have a touchdown here in the second half. Arlington scored in the 3rd quarter, capitalizing on an interception. Wichita just went on a little drive and got it into the end zone, led by backup quarterback Javante Seard. Here's Morales going deep to the end zone, and he overthrows his receiver Delenzia Green as he's knocked into that inflatable wall there in the corner of the end zone. And so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Incomplete pass. 11:27 left to go in the football game. Wichita Force looking for their first victory this young season. Again, they lost at Salina, lost at Sioux City. They'll be back in action Saturday night at Kansas Star Arena against an old rival from a few years ago. Back in action, the Dodge City Law. Of course, we did a Dodge City Law game last week against the Wyoming Mustangs. They opened up their home season at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, but Dodge City will be at Wichita Saturday night. We'll have that game for you. The Law and the Force. As here, the Arlington Longhorns trying to get something going. The ball at the 20-yard line. There was a penalty on the play. Offside, so it's going to be 1st and 5 now for the Longhorns. Handoff. Devontae, actually it's Devin Godbolt. Godbolt pounds his way up the middle for a few 3 or 4 yards on the play. Looks like he may be shaken up a bit. He's going to limp off. Here's the again the handoff. Ball was marked at the 20-yard line right there. And pick up a 4 on the play. Now bring up 2nd down and 1 for Arlington. Clock continues to run as we're at the 10-minute mark left in this football game. DeLindsay Green, number 3 there. The interesting hairstyle hanging out the back of his helmet. There's the quarterback right there. That is Lauren Morales. Morales again, 5'11", 205 pounds from San Marcos, Texas, and he has taken some bumps tonight in this game. Morales going to throw quickly, finds his receiver here on the near sideline, and that's going to be good enough for an Arlington first down. That is Travis Collins-Teague, and Travis Collins-Teague was the receiver that caught the long touchdown pass in the first half, a 48-yarder from Morales. Teague, 6'5" receiver, big target. So 1st down and 10 for Arlington. As the ball now inside 15-yard line, the ball marked at the 13 of Wichita. Morales in trouble, spins away. He's going to keep it himself, still on his feet. Gets up to the 10, knocked down just shy of the 10, right around the 11-yard line. Again, good pursuit, though, by the Wichita Force front defensive line, but Morales doing a good job of getting away. And who else? Jeremiah Farms Jr., number 10, first man in there for Wichita. But this time Morales, he's seen that story a couple times tonight. He's had Farms all over him. This time he gets away. Now bring up 2nd down. 38-12, Wichita on top. 8:20 left to go in this football game. From Kansas Star Arena. Ball marked at the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 7 to go. Morales throws into the end zone. He's got his man wide open, and that is a touchdown. And for the 2nd time tonight, Travis Collins-Teague has caught a touchdown pass from Lauren Morales. Touchdown, Arlington. That makes it 38-18. We got the 2-point conversion coming up. Here it is again. Morales quickly saw his man open and got to him. And there's the pass and the completion and the touchdown. Travis Collins-Teague, number 15. For Arlington, his 2nd touchdown reception of the game. So going for 2, Arlington. Teague in motion to this near side. Morales rolls out to the right side. Looking, and nobody open, and throws it up for grabs and out of bounds, and a young man makes the catch. And gets to keep the football, even though a Wichita player there teasing him a little bit, but he does get to keep it. 38-18, the Force up by 20. 7:17 left to go in the game. We're back with more from Kansas Star Arena right after this.
Sutherland's. We've been your home improvement store since DIY was more than a saying, but an actual way of life. When a power saw meant 2 men and a crosscut saw, we've seen a lot of American history. The Dust Bowl, World War I and World War II. We've seen Americans race into space and 18 presidents run this great country. We were your great-grandfather's lumber store and will be your great-grandson's lumber store. We've watched and helped America become America, and we aren't going anywhere. Sutherland's, your home improvement store for the next century.
7 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in this football game from Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane, Kansas. Leon Lebo with you on the broadcast tonight. It's the Wichita Force with their home debut, and guys got a souvenir there. Again, the ball goes in the stands. You get to keep the football in Arena Football, Champions Indoor League, and Wichita Force of the Champions Indoor League leading 38-18 over the Arlington Longhorns. And it's been a good night for the Force. Again, they came into this game looking to generate some more offense, and they certainly did that, scoring on their first 3 possessions of the game to get out to a 22-0 lead. But they have been terrific on defense. They've had a turnover that was led to a touchdown, a fumble recovery scooped up and taken into the end zone. Jeremiah Farms Jr. has been terrific. Defensive lineman all over the Arlington quarterback tonight with pressure. Longhorns, though, on the board with a pass completion from their quarterback, Lauren Morales. The wide receiver, Travis Collins-Teague, who has his second touchdown of the night for Arlington. Still got a little delay here in action. There's something going on, and looks like we're going to have some entertainment for the fans here, a break in the action. As it is 38-18, Wichita top, 7:17 left to go in the game. And we're going to take a break ourselves. We'll be back right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
That sounds disturbing. That makes no sense. What?
Really glad you're here. We're going to talk about exercise.
We've got Make Your Body Scream. Does this motivate us to work out?
It would be so loud.
What would your mom or dad do if your body started screaming?
They'll take you to the doctor, the hospital, medicine, the ER.
Yeah.
Unless you puke, faint, or die, keep going.
What if I don't want to keep going?
Okay, what would happen if, like, you walked into the gym and people were puking and fainting and dying? Do you want to stay there?
No. I mean, does faint? I'm fainting.
No pain, no gain, shut up and train. No pain.
I'm not allowed to say shut up.
No.
Is shut up a nice thing to say?
No, it's not. Let's get that word.
What kinds of things would you rather see on a poster like this?
If your body is hurting, just stop. You can do it. You're the best. You got this.
Once again, just off exit 33 on the Kansas Turnpike, you'll find the Kansas Star Arena, and that's where the Wichita Force are leading the Arlington Longhorns 38-18 with 7:17 left to go in the football game. The Force making their home debut in their brand new home here at the Kansas Star Casino. Again, the Force been around since 2014. They first played downtown at Intrust Bank Arena. We're going to play at Hartman Arena in Park City last year, but that season got wiped out by the COVID pandemic, and here they are now at their new home, Kansas Star Casino Arena, and it is off to a good start for Wichita as they lead 38-18. Longhorns of Arlington, though, just scored and failed on the two-point conversion. They will be kicking off here. And it will be another bouncing squib kick, and picked up at the 10-yard line and brought back down to the deep in the Arlington territory inside the 20-yard line, and that is Jack Tomlinson on the return. Tomlinson, 5'9", 180-pounder from Ball State. David Letterman's alma mater. Jack Tomlinson, who has been bothered by a hamstring injury, but he's been pretty good tonight. Looks very healthy and mobile. had a nice catch in the first half as he went up high to grab a pass. Again, for the offense, Wichita on offense here in the second half, Javante Seard has been the quarterback most of the way, taking over for starter Corey Murphy. Let's see if that's the same situation. Yes, indeed. Javante Seard, number 9, still in the game at quarterback. Once again, 6'1", 175-pounder from Clarion University. Also spent some time at Stevens Point, Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. And he's going to be over center. Well, play action here. In trouble now. Moves up in the pocket. He's going to be sacked. Brought down hard. Wow. Big sack there for the Arlington Longhorns. That play not going anywhere for Wichita. 6 minutes left to go in the game. So that'll bring up second down. And let's see, a loss of about 3 yards on the play, so second down at 13 for Wichita. And there's Javante Seard, new running back in the backfield. A new guy is coming in on the transaction wire today for Wichita. Man in motion, that's Jerron McGraw, and then the handoff, and not much there, crossing the 20 up to the 18-yard line. That'll bring up third down for the Wichita Force. So certainly a passing situation for Javante Seard. Force, though, just keeping it on the ground, let that clock run. They may run it again here. Everywhere on the field is 4-down territory. No field goals tonight, no goalpost at Kansas Star Arena tonight, so everybody's been going for 2. And there's no punting. You either go for it or you kick a field goal. Javante Seard throws, got a man on the far side, immediately wrapped up as he crosses the 20, and no gain on the play, and that will bring up 4th down. That was Jack Tomlinson. We just mentioned him on the return. Tomlinson with the catch, but it immediately was tackled. Good defense there by Arlington. I mentioned this several times tonight, but once again worth mentioning, the Force defense has been terrific. The offense is what they were hoping to get going. They got a little bit of that, but that defense has really kept the Longhorns out of the end zone. And Seard rolls to his right, throws. It is completed right there at the marker. And let's see where they're going to mark it. Will that be good enough for a first down? And it looks like they're going to mark it shy of a first down, and that will be Arlington's football taking over on downs. So we watch once again. Seard trying to get out of trouble, rolls to his right, finds his man in a crowd, and yeah, it looks like it probably would be short. You see the Arlington players doing their job marking the football, spotting it. And so the Longhorns take over on downs, and that means their quarterback, Lauren Morales, back on the field. The only quarterback on their roster. And he has really played well tonight, even though, again, we've mentioned he's taken some hits in this game. He's got a couple touchdown passes. Both of them to Travis Collins-Teague. And there's Morales with 3:22 left to go in this football game. Wichita up by 20 points, 38-18. Morales directing that traffic. Those receivers can take off before the snap, and he's going to go deep. Deep down the right side and out of bounds over the inflatable wall. It goes incomplete, and that'll bring up second down and 10. The receiver there was Delenzia Green, but Morales just let it fly, and out of bounds it goes. Second down and 10 for Arlington. Longhorns trying to catch Wichita off guard there a little bit and go for the deep ball. Of course, they're going to have to score quick if they want to even hope to get back in this game somehow. Believe me, in arena football, there's some time left. Morales, again, they're at their own 9-yard line. He's in trouble, but he dishes off over the middle, and that ball is broken up. And right there to break it up, again, Will Farms Jr. and a couple different guys all in on the play for the Wichita. As Travis Collins-Teague, who's been a nice favorite target of Morales tonight, was the target this time, the intended receiver, but nothing there. he just did a good job of just getting that away as he was pursued on the far sideline there pretty hard. All right, 3rd down and 10. Again, Lauren Morales sends his receivers upfield. Takes a snap. Going to go deep. Throws down. It's going to be intercepted right inside the 5-yard line. And the Wichita Force have a turnover on the interception as Morales kind of threw that one up for grabs. And Demario Donnell, leading tackler coming into this game for Wichita, but comes up with the interception. The 5'9", 185-pound defensive back from Tennessee Tech. Played high school football in Nashville. Here it is again, as Demario Donnell goes up and makes the interception for the Wichita Force. 38-18 now, a minute 42, and the Force look like they're well on their way now to their first victory here in the 2021 season. Again, coming in this game, their 2 losses. It scored 27 points. And the first loss is Salina, 6 points at Sioux City. So they had 30 by halftime. They've only scored 1 touchdown here in the second half. But once again, they'll have the ball deep in their own territory after the interception. And it will be Javante Seard once again in there at quarterback. He's gone the entire way pretty much here in the second half for the Wichita Force, taking over for Corey Murphy. And this is a case, I believe, of Seard just getting some playing time, as Murphy played well in the first half. And apparently he's not injured. There go the receivers upfield. 2 can do that. Here's the throw. And that's incomplete. Missed everybody. 2nd down and 10 now. Minute 17 left. Clock now continues to run. They run it. This situation. 38-18. Wichita Force. Again, back in action at home. Kansas Star Arena Saturday nights against the Dodge City Law. Law will be coming to town in Mulvane. The Law coming to the casino. Of course, they play at their own facility next to a casino in Dodge City. So now we got a little bit of a timeout on the field. Now it's the 1-minute warning. 1-minute warning we have in arena football, and here it is. So with that, we will take a break. 38-18, Wichita on top. We're back with more after this.
We knew it was time to make these when we started asking things like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to get a warm cinnamon roll right now? And why can't this kind of muffin come from the same place as a McMuffin? And isn't your coffee lonely without company from a glazed apple fritter? Well, consider these our 3 resounding yeses. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, the Wichita Force well on their way to their first victory of this 2021 arena football season in this non-conference game against the Arlington Longhorns, leading 38-18. So we're at the 1-minute warning, and we're ready to get back in action. Again, the Force on their own 3-yard line, 2nd down and 10 after an incomplete pass. Javante Seard, again, the quarterback. And he will hand off up the middle and wrapped up right at the goal line and tackled into the end zone. Where they're going to mark his forward progress, I don't think that's going to be a safety. That's Tavarius Batiste. And Batiste wrapped up right as he crossed the goal line. And right there, and they're going to say his forward progress was stopped. So no safety, no safety. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 12. As the Force will be at their own 1-yard line. Up 38-18. Just under a minute to play, 55 seconds left. Javante Seard out of the end zone, going deep down the near sideline. The ball just knocked away, incomplete. Terrific defense that time from the Arlington Longhorns defensive backfield. As the intended receiver. Right there, oh man, just got a fingertip on it. And incomplete, so that brings up 4th down. 4th and 10 from their own 1, and again, no punting in Arena football. You can try a field goal from this distance. There's no goalpost tonight, so that's been taken out of the equation. So right now the Force just need 10 yards to get a first down and try to stay alive on offense here. 48 seconds left to go in the game. Justin Seard, he's going to go long again, and the ball is incomplete. No harm, no foul. Defender for Arlington went down, but no flags on the play. And with 39 seconds left, Longhorns are going to get the ball at the 1 yard line. As that was Shingire Gibbs on the coverage, who was knocked to the field, or fell down at least. Either way, the pass just too far over everybody's head, and now the Longhorns of Arlington will have a chance to get some more points on the board. As here at Kansas Star Arena, Wichita Force leading the Arlington Longhorns 38-18 with just 39 seconds left to go in this game. Home opener for head coach Ine Akpin, head coach of the Wichita Force. Again, he's a local guy, graduated from Wichita South High in 2002. Now the head coach of Wichita East High School. Played college football, defensive back. He went to Coffeyville Community College, played for the Red Ravens before going on to Fort Hays State, finishing up his career at McPherson. And he has done a terrific job in the high school level getting the Wichita East Blue Aces back as a winning program. They had a terrific season last fall. Kind of surprised a lot of people. All right, back to offense. The Arlington Longhorns and their quarterback Morales. Morales throws into the end zone and no flag, incomplete. So that ball bounces away into the stands, and young man there going to pick it up and get a souvenir. He's going to take home a red, white, and blue football. I think Dad might be more excited than him. All right, I'll bring up second down and goal to go. So you got to find a new football here. And there he comes. Again, that ball marked just about the 1.5 yard line. Morales with Devin Godbolt, his running back there, standing on his right side. Let's see if he hands off to Godbolt in this short yardage situation. And indeed he does, and Godbolt, nothing there as he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. And yeah, Jeremiah Farms Jr., number 10, with the big hit and the big tackle. I think he got some help as well, but right there, the initial stick was made by the linebacker. Young man we haven't mentioned that much tonight, and that is David Akeo. Akeo is a local guy. He played high school football at Cape in Mount Carmel. Linebacker. Played college football in Wichita at Friends University. 5'11", 215-pounder. That brings up third down and goal to go. 27 seconds left in the game. Oh, and Morales was not ready for the snap, but he's able to somehow come up with it. He was directing traffic, and that ball just hit him in the chest, and he does a great job of retaining possession. Also takes another big hit. That's going to bring up fourth and goal to go. Now, wait a second here. Thought we may have another penalty there, but let's. Here's the snap. He just was not looking, and the ball bounces around on his arms and did go to the ground, and he was able to pick it up before Curtis Bent got in there and just smothered him. Check that. It was Deshaun Ray. Deshaun Ray with the tackle. 6'4", 314-pounder. Bethune-Cookman product. All right, fourth down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. Morales, last gasp for Arlington. Trying to stay alive in the backfield. Runs over to his right, throws to his left, incomplete. 9 seconds left to go in the game, 8 seconds. And that should do it, as the Wichita Force will be holding on for a 38-18 victory and another souvenir into the stands. That guy's ready to play. Brought his jersey, and he's got a ball. It's Morales. Lauren Morales running for his life tonight. Doing a good job of just trying to keep the play alive, throwing off balance across the field and Great coverage over there. The receiver certainly not open. Tavian Lott, the defensive back for Wichita, on the coverage. So now, Force will have the possession of the football and just take a knee and call it a game and call it a victory, as they will go on to win their first game of this very young arena season. And again, once again, Javante Seared in their quarterback. So I believe they're playing the chicken dance. Yes, they are at Kansas Star Arena. And it looks like we've got some communication issues here with the offense, trying to get some guys in the lineup here. In the Force jumped out to a 22-0 lead in the first quarter, scoring on their first 3 possessions, a couple of 2-point conversions. And from that point on, they have been really in control of this game. Offensively and defensively, the defense has done a terrific job of keeping the Longhorns out of the end zone when they've got the ball inside the red zone tonight. Arlington had so many opportunities, unable to score, as that will do it. As Corey Murphy does come in to finish it off. Murphy, the starting quarterback, takes a knee, and that's your final score, your final play. The Wichita Force, their home debut at Kansas Star Arena. It's a good one. Force over the Arlington Longhorns, 38-18, the final score. And we're back to talk more about it right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Well, the final score from Kansas Star Arena, the Wichita Force getting their first victory of the 2021 arena football season, lead over the Arlington Longhorns. The final score 38-18, and again to recap just a little bit for you, the Force got out to a 22-0 lead, scoring on their first 3 possessions. Both teams here meeting at midfield for post-game prayer. But once again, the Force looking for some offense coming into this game. That's been a problem. They got a new offensive coordinator in Kenneth Walters to start this game, and it paid off. Again, the first 3 possessions, they scored touchdowns. Meanwhile, the defense was terrific, keeping the Arlington Longhorns out of that end zone pretty much all night, except for some long pass plays. But when they got it in the red zone, the Longhorns really had difficulty scoring. And a great defense led by Jeremiah Farms Jr. He was all over the quarterback tonight. A couple sacks, forced a fumble that was picked up and returned for a touchdown. But good night for the Wichita Force in their home debut here at Kansas Star Arena. 38-18, the Wichita Force over the Arlington Longhorns. Force now 1-2. They will now be back in action again Saturday night, again at home, at Kansas Star Arena against the Dodge City Law. That game Saturday night, and we'll have the broadcast for you. Well, that's going to do it for us. Again, Wichita over Arlington 38-18 for our producer-director Mike Nelson and our field producer Michael Quaid. I'm Leon Liebel. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Wichita wins it 38-18. Have a good night, everybody.
All right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.